So welcome to my Monday Forex Basics with me, David Talbot. And here we go. So keywords, understanding the trade house trades. And also how to use MetaTrader 4, lot sizes, risk management, protecting your account, recommended apps, Forex news, recommended training sessions, and questions and answers at the end. So we can cover, going many different things. Okay. And then we can go through things and then we can do things and get things going. Okay. Excellent. So I'm going to go through stuff that I've covered previously. There is no problem whatsoever. I always like to reinforce things and make sure people understand everything that they need to know and learn. And so the key words when we look at trades, we have a buy limit, buy by market and sell by market. So market execution is when you go into a trade straight away. You will see these in the trade house, and I'll show them off to you as well, so you understand what they are. Okay, so whenever you go into a trade, you'll see a market execution. The market execution is the opportunity for you to go into the trade straight away. The trade will activate and it will run at that same time. And it will give you the best available price that is available to you. So you will see, and I'll just show you on my phone, and you'll see the trades that you can see that are available to you. There we go. So I'm just going to get my phone on the screen. Let me just put my Wi-Fi on. So with that, you jump in, they give you a price and so forth. With pending orders, they're different. Pending orders are trades that you are basically set and they will activate when price reaches them. And it works in that way, in that sense of it's like a bus stop. You're waiting for the bus, then the bus arrives, you get on it. So whether it's a buy limit or sell limit, which comes out in the trade house, or you might do ones where you go into educator and they put in buy stop or sell stop. So you can do those ones. There we go. So let me get my phone on the screen and I'll show you what I mean by market execution. There we go. Let's just get that up. There we go. So let me just stop that. There we go. It's been a bit difficult. There we go. Reflector. And we should be able to see my phone in a minute. There we go. Everything's running slow today. There we go. So you'll see if I was going in for a sell, it would give me this price, and price moves. So when you're on my other session, you would have seen that price wasn't moving because the markets were closed. So price constantly moves. So when you're going in, it will give you that price for a sell and that price for a buy. Now in between is the spread, the difference between these two prices. Now you can see it's 1 pip. Now 1 pip is how we calculate trades, the movements in trades. I call them like little steps. So in between them is like 1 step between them. Now how do I know that? We don't look at the last number at the end. We look at the one after before it. So it's a 3 and that's a 2. So there's a 1 pip between them. So 3 and 2, 1. So you can see the difference there. So it's a market execution. Now if you're doing a pending order trade, you would click on the word market execution and the menu will appear, and you can select a buy limit, sell limit, and it'll give you a price that you're going to put in. We're going to do one of these trades a bit later so you can get to know how to do it, so you'll be able to put a trade in and so forth. So like I said, they come in many different forms: buy stop, sell stop, buy limit, sell limit. So you can see them like so. It's like a bus. You're waiting for a bus to arrive. It comes, you get on it, and you go in a direction of where your trade is going. All right. So there are different trades that come out in the trade house. So once you've joined, you should be in the trade house now. So if I go to the trade house, you'll see that trades come out like so. Oops, there we go. And you'll see trades that come out and everything else. So if you went through the application process, you should have basically gone through that and been verified by Georgia, who will basically check to see you there. So you can see, there you go. There you go. So you can see both of you there, and I think waiting for US star, but don't worry. Okay, so you'll see the trades that come like so, and we'll give you the trades that come out, and you'll see here we'll give you the currency pair, whether it's a sell limit or buy limit, which means a pending order. We give you the entry price, because obviously when you're doing a pending order, you've got to put a price in. Okay, and then afterwards you've got to put in the stop loss and the take profit. It's that simple and that easy for you to understand. Okay, so I'm going to go through those for you, and then you can understand how it is. All right, and we can get that going and moving, and then we can have that all set up. So if we have a look at these trades, there we go. Let me get my presentation up. There we go. So when you look at this one here, you'll see currency pair is a pending order, the price for there, and then you've got your stop loss, and you have 3 different take profits. You can choose TP1, 2, or 3. If you're new, just go for TP1, so that when the trade hits it, you know you're out of that trade, so you don't need to worry whatsoever, which is always good. And I always say that to people: when you're new, when you get more experience and knowing how to do this, you will get better and better, so that you are placing the trades, no problems whatsoever, and doing that. And then you know which one it is. It says teacup at the bottom, which makes it easy for you. Then you've got here, you've got your sell limit, you've got your entry price, stop loss and take profit. It's a 1 hour time frame. So the ones you'll see with a 4 hour time frame will give you 3 take profits, and the other one will give you 1. The stop loss is a 30 pips between the price and the stop loss, and a 20 pip take profit. When you're going through the education, you will pick this up, so don't worry at all. Okay, fantastic. Now, the other 2 lots of different trades you get are the pro trades. There's pro trades, and the next one after that. Now, these ones are market execution. So when you go into them, you've got to go in them straight away. And within the first 5 minutes, I always say to people, with the pending order ones, you have time. So I can check and see, and I said, oh, it's not been activated. If it hit profit, you get a notification in the Telegram group that a trade has hit profit. So you don't need to go into it. But with the market execution ones, I would advise not to go into them late, because you might miss it. And you can see here, one of the ones, the pending order ones hit profit, so I know that one's done. The other one hasn't, but you can see we let you know when a trader's hit profit and so forth, so you can see them there, and like so. Okay, same thing. We've got market execution. You find the currency pair, market, sell by market, so you know it's a market execution trade. It gives you a stop loss and 3 different take profits. You choose whatever one you feel. And like I said, I always advise people, just do TP1, cover yourself. And you do it that way. You know it's a pro one when it's the pro one there. Choose a strategy that you think's best for you. So you don't need to do all this in every single trade, because you might have too many trades running and you might blow all your money in your account. So I always say to people, choose one of them, possibly 2. I do the next one, which is the exec trades, and sometimes I do the pending order ones, which are the teacup ones. So you'll see those ones that come out. So these other ones are the exec trades. These are another lot of trades that come out and you can actually use. These are good ones as well. And you'll see when they come out, you'll see that it's a sect at the bottom, and they've got the currency pair. It's a market execution. It gives you the stop loss and the take profits. Now this stop loss is big because it gives the trade room, but you'll usually hit profit, and all of them hit profit today, the ones that got sent out today. They do happen at different times. I missed 2 of them this morning myself, because they came out at 3 a.m. And I was able to catch the other one later. But because of the market, the way it is, it moves. There we go. So let's have a look. Multiple take profits. So when you'll see a TP1, 2, or 3, it can go in many different directions. If it's a buy, it'll be going up. If it's a sell, it'll be going down. And basically you'll get an entry. So you get into your entry, you have your stop loss, which gives you a trade room if it goes into a negative for a bit. But a TP1 means you get a certain amount of profit there. But if you're going for a higher profit like TP2, then you're collecting more money, your trade might be longer and so forth. So you can do it that way. And you can go towards that TP. But always don't be afraid. When you're happy with the trade, close it. When you see it is in profit, you can close it. I closed my trade today. I took my money. I was happy because it met my target. So there's no problem whatsoever. And I'll show you how to do that. No problem at all. I've got my demo account. I can show you. I'll make some mistakes on it and it doesn't bother me. So you can see different profits. The higher the profit, the TP, the more money you'll have. Okay. So MetaTrader 4, I go through the tabs again. The first tab is the quotes tab, where it shows you all the currency pairs that are available to you. And then from there, you'll be able to choose them. The next one would be the chart. We can see the chart icon. We can see your trades, where they are, and so forth. You'll go through the education. You'll gain confidence and understanding of how to use this. Here is where you see all your trades that have been placed, whether it's pending order or market execution. And in here, you will see all the trades that you've done when they've closed, whether in profit or a loss. Lot sizes again, the number of currency units you will buy or sell. You should trade between 1 to 3% of your account. So most of you have a £200 account. So 1% will be 0.02. So for every £100 you have, you can put in 0.01 for every £100. There is an app I'll show you in a minute that can get you specific lot sizes for you. Okay, so per £100. And you can see a pip percentage in point is the amount of measurements to express the change in value between two currencies. So you see the 8 and the 9 means it moved by 1 pip. Remember I told you about leaving out the last number because it's a fraction of a whole number. So we look at the whole number, which will be there. The 8 and 9 is the unit. And you'll see here £100. So would be a micro lot. So 0.01 would be a micro lot, which will be 1%. So 0.01 is small. So like 10p per pip, which will make 10 times by 10, which will make it £1. And then you go £1,000, 1% of 1,000 is 0.1, which will be £1 per pip, and you make 10 times by 10. Now, say for example, you had a £500 account and you did 2% for that, then you can do that lot size because 2%. So 0.05 will be 1%. 5 times by 2 equals 10, so 0.1. So you can do 1 to 3%. So the highest amount I would recommend that you can do would be 0.06 if you had £200, because it's 2 times table. So 2 times by 3 equals 6, so 0.06. You'll get the hang of it over time, so don't worry. And don't forget, you can always message us if you've got any questions. So you can get to understand all this as well. Now there's an app that will help you work out your lot sizes. Now you can download this from your app stores. This is how it looks like on Android, and this is what it looks like on the Apple App Store. So you can see here, this is what you can download the app. So it's there like so. Situi, I can't pronounce it properly. Sitinu. There you go. Sitinu, or whatever. I can never pronounce it. It will help you calculate your lot size. So, for example, we're going to be doing a trade a bit later. The currency pair is going to be GBP AUD. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to use this app. Okay, so I've got the app right here. All right, so say for example, my account size is £200, like so. My risk, I'm going to do 1%. Oops, there we go. Yeah. There we go. My risk is going to be 1%, and the stop loss to how many pips is 30. Then all I need to do is click on the tick there. I'm going to select my currency pair, and it's going to be GBP AUD. And then I'm going to click on the calculate button, and it will tell me how much my lot size will be. So for 1% on a £200 account, I'm risking £2. So my lot size will be 0.01. because obviously there's nothing there after that, but it was 0.01. So then when I place that trade a bit later, because I've got a £200 account, I can do 0.01. You can be specific about how much you've got in your account. So I've got 250 in my demo account, and I could just calculate that. And then GBP AUD, and I calculate it, and you can see it's still 0.01. So that's perfectly fine. So then you know what lot size you'll need to do. Very easy to use app. So you can just get that and download that. And the more you practice, the better you get. So you can see there. So you can see the currency. You just type it in like so, and you can just do it very, very easily. So you can see. So you can see here, like so, that. And then you've got £200. You can put that in there, how much you want to do, 2%, 30 pips. You select your currency pair, and it will tell you what your lot size is. It is that simple and that easy. Great, great app. All right, so we're going to look into placing some trades, okay? So it's very simple and very easy. We're going to do this together, and we're going to understand how it works, and it's going to be great. All right, so you can do 0.01, you can do 0.02. It is perfectly fine. All right, so I'll go through the steps with you, and we're going to do one together. Whether you've done it or not, we can do it. So I'm going to put my phone on the screen, and I know some of you have got iPhones, so I will explain it how it works. All right, so I'm going to get the trade house. There we go. And then we're going to get a trade from the trade house. It was GBP AUD. Yep. So let's do that. So let's find that. There it is. So we can see it here. So I want you to find GBP AUD on your phone, on your quotes list. So you just need to find it on your list, like so. So I'm looking for mine. There it is. Now, when you select it, you will see it says new order, but it will say trade on the iPhone. Okay. So it will say trade on the iPhone. So you need to just tap it. Okay. I'm happy to do this several times until you get it. What we see next is it's a pending order because it's a sell limit. So then we just basically type in, we select it, the word mark execution, and the menu will appear. I'm going to select sell limit, like so. I'm happy with my lot size being 0.02, but you can do 0.01 if you want. And then you can put your price in. Okay, so I'll type that in. So the price is here. So we give you that, and it's very simple and very easy. 1.83800. And then I'm going to put my stop loss in. So those on the iPhone, you'll see it says stop loss, and it will say price or entry, and you just type in the stop loss in the section there. So 1.84100. And then you'll type in the take profit, which will be 1.83600. Once you've done that, you'll see it comes bold at the bottom, and then you click on place. It's that simple. And you'll see that it's there already. You can see I had a previous one there. I'm going to show you how to delete trades and so forth. So you can see it's there. Hopefully you got that. If you have got that, just put a 1 in the chat, or if you want me to do it again, I'm happy to do it again. Just put it in the chat, access your chat box, and just tell me and let me know. But it's there in the trade house. That's the only available trade at the moment. So, because all the other ones hit profit. So you can still go into this one. Excellent later. All right, Esther, Abby, okay? Great. All right. Great. It's very simple and very easy. You can easily look. I'll show you. You just get Telegram up. You'll see the AFA trade house. You find the trades. There it is. There it is there. And I just switch between the two screens, and I just do it, and I can just read it and just copy everything that I'm doing. And it just makes it so simple. You do it on the go. That's why we set you up on your phone, because you might be out and about when these come out. You might be in the gym before it closes this week, or out in the park walking around and so forth. These come out at many different times. I always set notifications up, or alerts and alarms for these when they come up, so I know what sort of trade will come up for it. Okay, fantastic. So we've done that. Now, one thing I will show you is obviously your history tab. So say, for example, you have some profits, you have losses, you have wins, and all so forth. And you can see all your wins. So you can put your profits at the top, or you can put them there. You can see how much you've made, how much you've lost. You can change the date, you can change the symbol, and so forth. So you can choose what currency pairs and so forth. So you can see how much you've won, but also you can see the amount in pips. Now you need to work out how that works. So how do we work this out? Because we have pip recognitions. So when people have a live account, we recognize their achievements in our academy. And this is what's powerful about the academy, is that once you've got live and you're hitting the amount of pips, you get recognized by the academy. So we create like pip cub promotions. So you'll see in a sec. So you'll see like Amanda, she made 300 pips last week, which was amazing. And in the previous week, she made 100. So she shows her progression. So it's how we calculate pips is very, very important. So what do? It's very simple and very easy. To work out profits, we subtract the smaller number from the larger number and then ignore the pipette to work out how much profit you have made in pips. To losses, you subtract the larger number from the smaller number and then ignore the pipette to work out how much loss you have made in pips. Now it's very simple and very easy. How do we do this? So with a buy, we look for the smaller number, which would be this one here, because that's the larger one. How do we tell? 450033. So we're subtracting this from this, like so. It will leave us with this number here. Now the pipette, remember I told you it's a fraction of a unit. So we're going to ignore this bit. And you see it says 41. So I made 41 pips on that trade. Now here, you'll see here, would be the other way around. So the small number is a sell. So the small number will be going down. How do I know? Look at that. Look at that. Look at the last 3 digits. You can see it's smaller. So I'm going to subtract this from this, which will give me this. Ignore the pipette, and I'm basically six pip trade. I win. Yeah, excellent. Here, losses. We subtract the larger number from the smaller one. So this one's a bigger one. You can see. So from there to give us a negative figure. We ignore the pipette, and I lost the trade by 3 pips. Here, the same. Larger number from the smaller one. So this is the bigger one, that's the smaller one. It will give me a negative figure. Ignore the pipette. I lost by 5 pips. It's that simple. All right. There's also a technique about moving your stop loss to break even as well. So if you have a trade that has 30 pips in profit, how do I work out 30 pips, David? Well, it's very simple and very easy. Similar to how you will work out a number changing. Focus on these two here. Instead of the last digit, you'll see a difference in pips. So if I was working out a buy for this number, I'll look at this figure here. So 30 pips would be 4 times by 3. Why is that? Because that's the 10. This is some old school maths I'm going through, so don't worry if it goes over your head. I can explain it to you. So when you look at a figure, we ignore the pipette, the last digit. We have some units, tens and hundreds. So the unit number is here, the 10 number is here. So say for example, we're going for a buy. If I was working out a trade that was 30 pips, I would look at the 10 and look at that. 5 plus 3, because obviously the zero's there. 5 plus 3 would equal 8. So 30 pips will be 0.782 and 6. If I was doing a sell, I would subtract the 3 from the 5, and it will make it 0.87226. So if we have a trade that's 30 pips, And when it reaches 10 or 15 pips, we're going to change our stop loss from a negative figure to our break even, our entry point. So how do we work out 10 or 15 pips? Let's just focus on 10 pips for now, which makes it easier. Similar to what I just explained to you earlier. If this is my entry price and I'm going for a buy, I ignore the last digit, I ignore the unit, and I go for the next one. That's the 10. So then that way, all I need to do is add a 1 to the 5 to make it 6. If it was a sell, I would subtract the 1 from the 5 to make it a 4. So then I know that will be 10 pips. When it reaches that point, I'll be able to modify that trade by pressing down and holding on it in the trade window when the trade's running. So I'll show you right now. There we go. I'll just put a trade in, for example. So I would press on it and a menu will come up and it will say modify or modify order depending on your device. And then I would change my stop loss to this figure, the figure I've entered on. Okay, this is just, don't worry, it's my demo account, so I'm happy to lose money on it. And I'll change it to that. And then I'll do it that way. So I haven't got one at the moment. So if I click on modify, I would have a figure in here, type it on there, and then click on modify. And then it's done. Then I'm in a risk-free trade and it should be fine. Now, if you're happy with the money that you're in, with the trade, it's making profit or it's making a loss, you want to close it, just press down on it and close it. And you can close it in a profit or a loss and it's gone. And it'll be saved in your list and so forth. So don't worry. You'll have it there, in there, whether it's a profit or a loss. So don't worry. I just went into a trade just to show you how to do that. There we go. All right. There we go. So some of you might be saying, David, I can't sit here and watch the trade get to a certain point. Well, there's an app for that. It's called Call Levels. Now, this app is really, really good and easy. Okay. So say, for example, you can basically set an alert, a notification for when the trade reaches a certain point. It will send you a notification or alert so you know what you're doing. So say, for example, I was going into a trade and I worked out a certain amount. So it's very easy to use that app. If I go to my app store, there we go. You can get it. It's called Call Levels. It's on the app stores and you can set notifications. So when you have the app open, you can select there you go, click plus symbol at the bottom. You can select Forex and you can see you select your currency pair. Now, if you wanted the USD, as it's not in the list because it's on the other side, you just press the swap button and it swaps it over. Then once you've done that, you've chosen your currency pairs, you click on next. Then there's a field here where you can tap and drag it down, or what I prefer is tapping on it and type in the figure that I want the notification to reach. Once it's done that, let me just change that for example and see if it hits it. And I add a note. I type in a note so I know what I'm doing my notification for. I always put like hit 10 pips, move stop loss to break even. And I set it. Once it's set, it's done. It's placed. You can see it there. So don't need to worry. It's in, done. And then a notification will appear at the top of your phone to say that with a little C symbol, so this symbol, and then you know that it's hit that point. So then you can go back to your trade, modify it, and move your stop loss to break even. The more experience you get, the better you'll get at it. So you will learn how to do this. So don't worry. You do not need to worry. You're just starting out, but it's good to learn that one. I always recommend this app for any newbie. So like I said, get the Call Levels app, click the plus symbol, click on Forex, then select your currency pair, click on next, you tap on it here and put in the figure that you want, then add a note so you know what it's for, because you don't know what it's for, you might not know, and then set the level and you see it's there and it's done. You can go on with your day, and then when you see the notification, you can just do that. The whole point of you trading is for you to get your time freedom back and enjoy your life. Okay, so let's have a go. So another thing, Forex news. This is very, very important. So when we different news, and this is like this week. This week's a big week because obviously we've got the elections on and so forth. So there's a website that we go on called forexfactory.com, and this is where you can find all the different news. They'll have different folders, like so, and I'm going to show you this week's one as well. And you'll have the red folders, which is high impact news. We don't trade those currency pairs when we see them. Okay, so you can see USD one there. So we don't trade that news. Medium one will have a bit of an impact on your trades, the medium news, and low impact ones are yellow. So they will have a bit of slight, but it doesn't bother you. So avoid trading or near high impact news. So sometimes when I see a trade, I see a high impact news, I don't trade that currency. I try and stay away from it because the trade might last long. And if it's high impact news, it could make my trade hit stop loss. So let's have a look at the Forex Factory website. Oops, let me just get it open on my browser. Okay, and then we can do that. So the Forex Factory website, and I'll show you, I'll go through it with you. There we go. It's a great website, easy to use. So whenever you go into it, forexfactory.com, such calendar, or if you go to Forex Factory, just click on calendar here. Make sure you click on the clock. That's up here, the time in there. From there, you'll be able to select your country time zone, turn off your daylight savings time because we are now in normal GMT, and then obviously the time format that you want, and save it. It will continue to use the same format every time you log into it, so you don't need to save it and create a login and join. It will always remember based on your browser. Now you can see the different news folders that are available. So with the grey ones, they're not, it's just daylight savings changing, nothing like that. So you can see here some red news, which is positive, which is good, but it would have a high impact on the movement. But you can see certain countries have bank holidays, which means the movement can be slow in those markets. There's a red folder here, and you can see it's based on your time and your time zone. Now you can see presidential elections. So USD pairs, I would say be careful when you're trading them tomorrow and mainly the rest of the week. So be careful. You see employment rates in New Zealand pairs, that might have an impact as well, and so forth. And you can gradually go on, and you'll see Friday, the first Friday every month, is NFP in the USD pairs. Now, what I mean by that is non-farm employment change. So it's like the employment rates, they announce them every month, the first Friday of the month in the US. So I call it my day off. I don't trade on a Friday. It's safe to not do that, especially not USD pairs, because when that comes in, that does have a high impact on your trades, and you're more likely to hit your stop loss if your trade's going in the wrong direction. So have a long weekend and enjoy yourself. Okay, so it's a great way for you to learn about the news. You can see here high impacts red, mediums amber, and low impacts red, and in non-economic news and stuff like that mean grey. And you just know what you need to do, and you can click on them, click on the folders, and it will tell you a bit more details about it, and you can get to understand them. But the main thing is you just got to make sure you understand the different colors. Fantastic. All right, so the Harmonic Scanner, the scanner source strategy. So some of you may have heard of this. We talk about it a lot, and it's really, really great tool. It's an amazing tool for you to use. I would always advise people to use it, and it's a great one. The Harmonic Scanner comes as standard as on your package, so you'll be able to access it and use it, and also develop as well. So when you use it, it's great. So use the Harmonic Scanner, and then you can do it there. So you can see here. So we have the scanner source strategy. So when you're going through your education, it's very, very, very important that you go through it. Okay. This education is powerful, and it will help you develop. And it means that you take your time and you understand and learn. So you're currently in the launch group. Now with the launch group, you're going to be doing your 100 series, your 200 series, and so forth. Now, this is a great way for you to learn and understand what you're doing, and then you can take in the information. So we say to complete your 100, 200, and 300 series, and then complete the beginner's boot camp. So once you've done the 100, 200, and 300, reach out to your upline, your mentor, who will basically advise you on what to do next concerning the next step for you. And that will be your 100, 200, and so your boot camp, which is 8 videos on Manny Quinones, the voice of IM. So you see, voice of Mastery Academy. So you go through that, and you go watch the Scanner Source strategy training, the trading management videos, and what I always say to people is practice, practice, practice. It is very, very important that you practice the strategy so that you understand it and you know what you're doing. That's a key thing about developing yourself. You are learning a new skill. Okay, it's like when you're going to school or going to university. You've got to learn something. It's going to take its time, but you've got to be getting it, and it's going to be powerful, and you got to get it. So don't worry. It does take a bit of time, and some people are quicker than others, but you will get there. And I got there too. So I was in your situation a long time ago. Well, not long. It's nearly 2 years, but it didn't take me long because I just took it seriously and believed in the whole vision. So all you need to do is go to mafinance.com/harmonic source to get the game plan, and it will go through everything that you need to know and do in preparation for learning the scanner source. Once you've got that, you will be amazing. Also, Manny Quinones has created a document for you as well. I've linked it on my website, so you can go to my website, which is imdavidtalbot.com, and you can put Harmonics Plan. And that way, you'll be able to follow that and get the information that you need on how to use it. Okay, amazing. Also, recommended training. So obviously you're on this session right now where I'm going through the basics. In the mornings, there is a breakfast club and a lunch club. And that is with not Angeliki, but Courtney. So let me just quickly change that. And I'm going to add in Courtney. She does that Monday to Friday. And Monday to Friday, she does a session which helps people learn. So it's a great session. And she covers the basics and shows you how to use the Harmonic Scanner. Courtney is an amazing individual and a great educator. She came in herself not so long ago, and she's picked it up very easily. And you can do that too. So we can see many of you going very far in this academy. There we go. There's Courtney's session, like so. And I can just do. There we go. And Angeliki she's brilliant. I'm not even discrediting Angeliki. She's one of our best educators on the platform, and she is a great person. So 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. There we go. So that'll be Courtney. She does it in the mornings, and there you go. Tuesdays at 9 to 10 p.m. So once you're at the launch group, you can jump onto Bryony's session at 9 p.m. on Tuesdays. Thursdays is Angeliki or Jessica, their basic sessions where they go through the basics, which is great. So reinforces your learning, 8 to 9 p.m. And the educator, Mr. Voice of IM himself, Mr. Manny Quinones, does sessions on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 1 p.m. and Thursdays at 3 p.m. on the Go Live platform. And we'll show you how to do that. If you're not aware, there is a convention this weekend. Times have been confirmed. So it's a great and amazing convention that's going to happen. It's virtual, and you'll learn about it and so forth. Great way for you to learn about the different products, the new Dropshipping Academy. It's £20. So it's from Friday to Sunday this week, and it's a great way for you to learn. There'll be educators on the Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday you'll get the meet the whole company online, including the newest member, part of IM Mastery Academy, Mr. Floyd Money Mayweather, who just joined and signed up to the academy. So you're in good company. He is part of the academy, and he's just starting out just like you. He's going to be learning how to use it all and everything else. But he's in it to win it. Okay, so if you want to get a ticket, go www.iamacademy.events and you'll be able to go online, do the virtual convention, and be in good company with over 300,000 people from around the world in this company. Actually, it's 400,000 now, so it's amazing. So, this is a perfect opportunity for you to ask any questions that you may have. You can put them in the chat, but also you can unmute yourself if you want to, and you can ask me any questions. But if everything's okay, we've come to the end of this session. But feel free to ask me any questions. This is your time for you to learn and develop as well. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Was everything okay?
Hi, David. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, it's Abby. Thank you.
Hi,
for
Abby.
Thank you for this. This is really good. Thank you so much.
How can I help you?
Question on your, the different trade sources that comes in the trade house. You've got a teacup.
Yeah. How can I help you, Abby?
What are the actual differences between those three trade sources?
Oh, there's trade sources. Sorry, the teacup.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ah, cool. All right. So let me go back. There we go. Okay. So there are three different sources. So we get them from three different sources. Teacup is like the teacup strategy and the movements of that. So it's like it's shaped like a teacup. It's called a teacup strategy because let me show you right now. I have it right here. So what the educator, there's actual educator on the platform. So what he's expecting it to do is to do a shape like a teacup, come up and then come back down. So it will come up and then come back down. So if I can get, I'll do that. So it will come down here, for example, and then he'll expect it to reverse and come back up. Not my best teacup shape. So if I show you right now, let me get the teacup shape. Oops, let me get that like so. There we go, an arch. So he was predicting it to follow and come down. Let me just rotate that around. It's my bad. So the different strategies as to, oh, done it all the way around again. Let's try that. Done it again. My bad. But it's supposed to show like basically like a teacup. So it goes up, comes there, and comes down. So it's a different strategy, that one. The pro ones is another source. So we get different sources of trades to give people a chance to practice and learn and so forth. So I usually say to people, use it as a way for you to take trades and understand how they work. But the different sources that we pay for, or we actually we just give you out to them for you for free. So it helps you. So it's a great way. Is that all right?
Yeah, so it's based on strategies, you're saying?
Yes, strategies, yeah.
Okay. And then how you said that you go for the executive one. Is that like a more complex strategy?
Oh, you go silent and go loud, so I don't know if you're moving.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I can hear you now.
So what I was saying was, because you said you went for the executive strategy, is that like a more complex strategy? Is that why you go for that one, or just preference?
They usually hit profit.
Oh, so it's based on previous performance.
I tried them out before we gave them out to people, so I see what they are. But they are swing trades. Now, swing trades, they last longer. So I remember being in about 2 trades that lasted for a whole week before they hit profit. So, and you've got to be used to the whole seeing red in your account. Don't get frightened and close the trade. Let it run. If it hits stop loss, it hits stop loss, but it will hit profit if it hits profit. So it's always build your confidence up and so forth. So I know these ones hit profit. 2 of them hit profit within 2 hours today, and the third one hit profit not long after. So all the trades closed out. But like I said, some trades will hit stop loss, some will hit profit. The success rate of these trades, we do take them ourselves. I take them myself. So I experienced the losses and the wins like everyone else. But you don't need to take them all the time, because once you gain the confidence and the skill of understanding how to place trades, you'll be doing your own ones. And like I said to people, use them as a great way to practice to place trades, so you know what you're doing and so forth. And then that way you become more and more confident. But I hope that helps. But yeah, choose one of the strategies. Try not to have because some days you might get about 10 trades that come out, all different strategies. And then you might have, and this is what I always find with people, they have about all of them on their phone. And then someone will hit stop loss, someone will hit profit. But you've got to be careful with your account. So try not to overload them. I would say have 5 trades max running at the same time. The pending order ones, obviously they won't activate until prices reach them, so you're okay. And do that. And then when you have trades running, Esther, you just press on it and you can modify the order and you can change the stop losses. You just tap on it and you can change it, and then something else. And once you've done it, you can click on modify and do it that way. Okay. Is that all right, Abby? And is that all right, Esther?
Yeah, that's good.
Cool. Any other questions, anyone? Or you're okay? I think everyone's good. Layla, you good? I think everyone's fine. So no problem at all. Great. Looks like everyone's okay. All right. So what I would say is continue with your 100 and 200 and 300 series. You've been set up. You've had your launch. And the main thing is just getting this bit done. You'll get your trading plan, which will be this. So mafinance.com/harmonic source. So then all you need to do is just, once you finish that, you'll be out of the launch group and into the wider MA Finance community. And you'll be continuing your journey and enjoying the many different things. So thank you all for jumping on. We will post more sessions for you to jump on and everything else. But it's been great having you on. Really appreciate you coming on. And we'll message in the groups. Let me know if you need any help, or someone will be there for you. But it's been fantastic having you on. Have a lovely evening, and we will speak again soon. Thank you.